That's right, they're two funny mamas.
Podcast.
They're two F-U-N-N-Y-M. Yes, they're the best. It's two funny mamas.
Subscribe.
Yeah, all alone.
Hello, it's Macy. How are you? It's been a while. I want to talk to you about mygood.org. If you lose a kid, you shouldn't have to worry about money. And that's where MyGood comes in with financial support for funeral costs, legal fees, taking on the responsibility of their grandkids. Most of them don't get a settlement. Every single one of the families that I interviewed expressed how badly they needed mental health services, not only for themselves, but for their kids, and they didn't have the means at the time, how that was their biggest struggle for years. MyGood is a charity that would exclusively support the families of victims of police killings. We also want to offer school scholarships, anything and everything we can do to help and support them emotionally and financially during this very difficult time.
All right. Hey, everybody. Okay. All right. Now, you all just saw that video. Amazing, amazing video. And we have the woman who is responsible for it. Sherri, why don't you do the introduction?
I don't get to sing like her first.
Okay, go ahead. Do your best.
Please do. And I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world tumbles when you are not near.
That's my. Do you understand? I almost had babies to that song.
You sound just like the record. That was amazing.
That's the
calling
biggest
you every
compliment.
time they call me. I'm gonna call you and tell you.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what they're gonna do.
Macy Gray don't say that to everybody. But wait, I have to like pay homage. I really want to read this because this is like amazing. I didn't know Macy's name was actually Natalie Renee McIntyre. That's Ohio.
Yeah,
that's Ohio.
That's my maiden name. Yeah,
I like it. Natalie Renee McIntyre. And she. Yeah. You look. We just at home. Feel free to interject.
Oh no, my name is Natalie Hines. McIntyre is my maiden name, but I'm divorced, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Oh well, girl, if we was to go on divorces, mine would be Sally and Tarpley. I hear you. You just like we're looking. But we got to pay you homage and give you a proper introduction, Macy.
Okay.
Because Macy's an American R&B. She's a soul singer, songwriter, musician, record producer, actress. She's you already know Macy for her distinctive, that raspy, sexy voice, and you it's reminiscent of like Billie Holiday, and 10 studio albums released, 5 Grammy Award nominations, and won a Grammy. And you've seen her in all the films. Remember when we saw her in Training Day and she had that cigarette like this?
Yes, fantastic.
And her hand was shaking with that cigarette. And then Spider-Man and Scary Movie 3, Lackawanna Blues, Idlewild, For Color Girls, and The Paperboy. And then the thing that I tried, that's my karaoke jam. I Try, from her multi-platinum album On How Life Is. We have to welcome Macy Gray. And
we have to add, see, I'm about to get messed up right here, a philanthropist with her organization, mygood.org. She's here to talk about it today. Everyone, please welcome to the show, Macy Gray.
Thank you.
Macy,
Thank you.
We're so excited to have you on Two Funny Mamas podcast.
I know. Oh, you guys are funny, by the way. You didn't know I was on, and I was off camera, and I was listening to you. It was pretty
funny. Oh gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard almost half of the whole last show.
Oh my God.
Okay, now that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
did you hear my Sherri impression?
No, I was laughing the whole time.
Well, that's good.
Thank you, Macy.
That is good.
We appreciate you.
I appreciate it. When I see you, I've been to you. I'm not a concert girl, but you are one of the few artists that I will go see because of your uniqueness, of your voice, who you are as a person and always have been. You're my homegirl. But I want to really, because I think this is really needed, this mygood.org. I just want to get into it because I want to know what made you start this organization, or what it's about.
So My Good is we support the families of victims of police killings. So I just remember watching, that it's the famous Ahmaud Arbery tape where he's running down the street, he's jogging, and then nobody ever saw him again. And then I just remember thinking, oh my God, they got to stop showing that video because of his mom, is probably watching. And they just kept showing it over and over. And so,
Right.
Anyway, I had already kind of been reaching out to, when we would hear the stories on TV, I would kind of reach out and see if they needed anything, if there's anything I could do. Just because as a mom, I just could, I just figure, that has to be the worst thing that can happen to you. And to have it, on TV and people talking about it all day, so you can't even stop and grieve and do, like when you see those funerals, I always think to myself, I know they don't want all those people at that funeral. It's not funny, but I just always, when that happens, I always think about the family. So we started My Good, and that's what we do. We support with medical costs, special services, emergency needs. A lot of them just, need help like rebuilding financially. And we really do everything we can, for the families, because I think people think like Breonna Taylor, oh, she just got $12 million, but 99% of those families don't get anything, and you only hear about a handful. That happens. There's about 1,000 killings a year now.
And that's what you were saying. We watched the video, and it was so powerful because it was so many mothers talking about their sons. And I mean, I'm looking at Wanda Johnson. Her son, Oscar Grant, was 22 when he was murdered. You had Geraldine Buford. Her son, Alan Buford, was 18. Samaria Rice, who had a son, Tamir Rice from Cleveland, Kym. Shantae Needham, Sandra Bland's sister, Teresa Sherrod, John, whose son, John Crawford III. I mean, I was in tears because it's so many that have been devastated by this. And they, some of them have children. And I love that mygood.org, you were saying that mentally, a lot of people don't have money to get the mental help that they need, therapy for, their children, or, just to be able to continue to survive. And is why, you have mygood.org.
Yeah, that's the number one need for most of the families. Like Sandra Bland's sister, she said she has 4 kids, but she couldn't get out of bed for 2 years. She couldn't work. She was totally debilitated by that. And I don't think people understand what goes on, behind all the protesting and the conversation. There's, people really living it, and who don't recover. So that's what we do, we're just here for them.
It's interesting. I love this organization, mygood.org, because once all the fanfare or the cameras go away, we kind of forget about what happened, and these families have to continue living their life. And just for you to think of this about the families going forward is such a good idea, because you're right. We move on with our lives, but their lives are in shambles. And you provide, how is it that you all can provide so much? That is, I mean, you all are really giving back in a way that I've never seen before.
Thank you. Well, it's very new. We just really launched July 25th. And people are donating, which is we're so grateful. We're getting really nice donations, and we're able to, help out as much as we can. And then we have some people that are doing things that, pro bono. lawyers, and we've had a few therapists offer their services and stuff. So we're figuring it out, but we're doing good, and it feels good, to help people. Do you know what I mean? So and they're not all famous cases. Most of them you never heard of, and a lot of people, they say, like Rashad Brooks. People say, well, he shouldn't have been doing this and blah blah blah. But people don't realize, regardless of or whoever you blame or however you see it, the mother, there's still a mom who still lost her son. There's still a dad who can't work because he can't get over what happened to his son or his sister or brother. You know what I mean? So that's who we're there for.
And you think about the people in the family that are going to need therapy just to deal with the tragedy. The children of Jacob Blake, I believe it was, who was shot right in front of his children.
Exactly.
And won't have the financial assistance. You also, mygood.org will be into the advocacy of changing laws, which I love. And you also spoke about providing scholarships. Do you ever feel like, Macy, that might be overwhelming because you want to do so much for people? It's so deeply layered what they've been through in the aftermath of the tragedy. Do you feel it's so much overwhelming?
It's a lot. It's a lot. But we're not there where we're doing scholarships yet. We want to get to that point, but a lot of the moms, want to have change. There's a couple of states picked up the chokehold law, and that's because of people fighting for it. And most of the moms have been at the forefront of those fights. So we're supporting that with whatever they need. But, will we get to save the world? I don't know. But, everybody, you get up every day and you try to do something,
In the video, did you get to talk to a lot of these mothers who were talking about their sons? Did you, or just watching them, what did you find that most of these women were going through?
PTSD.
Yeah.
A lot of them have not grieved because they get so overwhelmed by all the press and the just getting busy with trying to. Most of them, they all just want their kids back, but their biggest thing is they don't want their child to be forgotten. They want to keep their son or their daughter's name going. So they get so busy in that. And a lot of them, you'd be surprised at the ones, 4 and 5 years later who say they have not grieved yet. So that's why the mental health part is so important.
Because they have to, in looking at the video and looking at all of the mothers, and like the sister of Sandra Bland, I just remember Mike Brown's mother cried because she said, what would he have been like if this had not happened? And so many times the press comes right at him, and you just have to be strong. You have to automatically step into the role of being an advocate and changing laws. And people are coming at you, like Kym said, but when the fanfare dies down, and how do you even sit and breathe? Because we're all mothers. And that thought of losing our child, I can't even imagine how what these mothers are having to deal with. And, you have mygood.org, which I haven't heard of any organization going, we want to care for you mentally.
Yeah, because
spiritually.
Yeah. Anything you can do, because Leslie, Michael Brown's mom, do you remember all that? That was nuts. That was Ferguson. That was, so. But in the middle of all that, you just had a girl who lost her son, and she's still crying, and she never got justice. Like if someone goes out on the street and shoots somebody, that person's gonna get arrested. They're gonna go to jail. But if a cop does it,
most of the time he still gets his pay. He's suspended with pay.
Yep.
Taxpayers are still paying.
How can sit through that? There's nothing. They have to take that, and that makes it worse.
You're doing 2 big events that I'd like you to talk about. There's a is it a it's
bingo.
It's a bingo night, which we love bingo. Can you tell us about the bingo night?
That's what I was. The other thing, if you're from Ohio, you play bingo, you play cards, and you roller skate. Yeah,
that's right. Bingo, and you play cards, and this is a great way to get people to donate to mygood.org. I'm very excited about this this fundraiser. Is this your?
What's
will this
the
be
date?
your first big fundraiser?
Yeah, this is our first fundraiser. It's October 24th, the week before Halloween. As soon as we get off the call, I'm gonna hit you guys up to host it.
Oh, A1,
A1,
B3, B3.
Exactly.
And you know, I'll drop a number. Oops. Oops.
Get your scoreboards out. We're good at that. And that's October.
How do people get involved in this bingo fundraiser?
So you go to mygood.org. There's a red button on the top right, which we got to fix because somebody said they couldn't find it. It's right on the front page, though. It's top right. It says bingo night. It's $10. If first 50 tickets are $10, then after that is $20. You get 5 cards, and you get to play bingo. There's live performance, and we have a couple guests. We're gonna have fun. You get prizes. You know, when you win the game, the prizes are awesome, and we have money prizes for best costume because it's Halloween.
I like this, and we got bingo night. Bingo night. Go to mygood.org to donate, and the first 50 people to donate, it's only $10. After that, it's $20. You get 5 cards. All right. And it's going to be amazing. There's another event that's coming up as well.
There's one.
Is there another event?
This is their first.
I was going to say, tell me about it because I don't know.
I was like, you know, Sherri will get to making up stuff.
Sherri be making up events. I don't have that. I thought it was 2. It was 2 dates. Can you look on that email for me, Chris?
I'm looking on the email right now, and this
I don't want to miss it.
The virtual contest. That's it. The evening is also included a VIP party, an after party with Macy Gray. Information.
No, there's a pre-party, like a cocktail party, like if it was real life, it would be a cocktail party. Mm-hmm. So you can buy tickets. Yeah, so right before 20, we have 20 tickets for people, and I do like a performance, and we can talk, and we have a drink together and stuff like that.
Oh, and it's virtual.
So to me, it's one event, but I guess they sent 2. Yeah.
That's one event together. But now,
like a virtual cocktail party.
Mm-hmm. And that's on mygood.org. If they sign up for bingo, start there.
Yeah, so when you go to bingo night, and you'll get 4 choices. So one of them is the pre-party, and then the regular tickets, the first 50, and then you can get 10 cards and a T-shirt.
Oh, wow.
I'm signing up for that. And you and costumes are optional. But if you want to win best costumes,
yeah, you want to win that, that whopping $100. But it'll be fun. We're gonna. I'm gonna dress up.
Thank you so much, because this is absolutely, mygood.org is amazing, and it just shows your heart of compassion. Because I read also that it just really hit you. It touched you even in a more personal way, because you also went through it yourself with family, of also seeing someone in your family who died by violence, and watching am I correct in that?
Her aunt and uncle.
It was actually my cousin. He lost his son in a bar fight. It wasn't from the cops, but it was. I was with him when he was going through it, and it's a lot. It's a lot to watch, much less to go through. So.
And dealing with it. So, I mean, just thank you so much for, and we hope that we can use our platform to really put mygood.org out there, because I think people,
Thank you.
especially with the mental health aspect of it, you know, I'm looking at these moms, and a lot of the moms are single, and you know, this is not the only child, and having to still go back to work and deal with everything, and deal with press, and deal also with court. You know, you're trying to, you know, Breonna Taylor's mom, going back and forth in lawyers, it just to keep your sanity. So the fact that mygood.org is really in there, number one, with trying to help you mentally and financially, you are an angel, Macy.
I appreciate it.
No,
I appreciate it. I had a good time.
Now, well, we appreciate it too. Now, do you have any new music coming out?
I do. In October. It's amazing. I want y'all to hear it. I'll come back on the show.
I just want to ask you a couple, just two questions that I think people want to know, because I know that I read that people teased you because of your voice when you were growing up.
They still do. You did it at the top of the show.
But I was teasing you.
And Macy for the win. And Macy for the win.
Just go ahead and stop there.
I'm not stopping.
Can you drop your mic, Macy?
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Bam. Macy for the win.
She said, and people still doing it. Yes, I did.
Ohio people do. They
My teasing was in love. Mine was an homage to you of how much I love you. I wish I could throw my CD, because I still have CDs through the computer so you could sign it. I want to know, what do you tell people when they're going through, because bullying is such a big issue now with kids, and when they're going through, you know, getting bullied about certain things, from your experience, what would you say
to the kids?
Yeah,
if they got bullied for their voice or their looks, or, you know,
anything,
tell them to turn into magic like me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's hard with kids, because they don't really understand, like, one day it's gonna be, you know, something special. They don't really, all they know is they're gonna go to school and they want to be liked, and, you know, people are picking on them. So I just try to get my kids to tell me everything. Like, I just try to be like, you know, have dinner together and just get them talking, so I know what's going on. You know what I mean? And I would say anything, just tell me or tell your teacher, but don't keep things to yourself. But it's hard when they're that age to, you know, give them advice, because they hear what they want to hear, and then they don't want to hear it from you. You know, but you know, it does. You know, you grow up, and all those little things turn out to be something. You know, God gave you, you know, for you to jump on, you know, and make it good and have fun with. So, but when you're little, you don't realize that. You know, if anything, people should talk to the bullies. You know, those are the ones that need to be figured out. What's that all about?
But remember when we were, I don't know how y'all did it in Ohio, but I'm from Chicago. And when we would go home and tell our family that so-and-so was bullying us, all my aunties would get in the car and go to the school.
Exactly.
And they would handle it. Like, that was my aunties. They would, when they saw Sherri's aunties or her cousins coming, it was over.
Yeah,
we can't do that.
No bullying, absolutely. I want to just make a statement that we all have on yellow. This was meant to be.
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic, Macy. I mean, we got to talk to you because you're doing something good with mygood.org. I want to encourage everyone to donate whatever you can. Some of y'all got more money, some of y'all got a little bit. It doesn't matter. They take all donations, and mygood.org with Macy Gray is really trying to do something powerful. So please go donate, sign up for bingo night, the cocktail party, all of that. Let's push this. Let's make a difference with mygood.org with our donations, because once the TV goes away and the news goes away, we don't think about these people. So let's put in some good work with mygood.org, please.
That's right. We love you.
Thank you so much. That was awesome.
Anybody listening likes listening to Macy, seeing her speak, you can also go to worldnewsday.org on September 28th. Macy's going to be performing and speaking at 6 o'clock Eastern, or 7 Eastern, excuse me.
8. All right.
Wait, say it again, please, Crystals. I want to hear it one more time.
So if you want to see Macy perform and speak, World News Day, September 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern, worldnewsday.org is the website.
Cool.
It's like a journalist thing. It's like all the journalists are fighting for journalism rights. I think Anthony Fauci's the host.
Oh,
nice.
that's nice. You get you some free medical advice.
Exactly. That's what I need.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us on Two Funny Mamas, Macy. We love you. I'm glad you're my neighbor. And
I know.
Yeah, we're
gonna
be a
roller
bingo.
skate.
That's
We're gonna
right.
have a roller
You come
skate
over to
party.
roller skate. Yep.
Okay.
Are you
It's
single?
not too late to celebrate my birthday. We can still do it.
I was gonna say, we can still do it. A lot of people
Okay.
Delete your birthdays.
with COVID 2020, you can do anything.
Whatever.
What's
We
your
still
birthday?
celebrate birthdays. You single?
September 6th, 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's
good.
it. I thought it was like 2 months ago. Girl, that's still birthday time.
Yeah, we still got wine.
I'm still celebrating.
Yeah.
Yes. You didn't answer my question. You single?
I am at the moment because, COVID just really messed up, meeting anybody. Forget about that. Right now, it's like you don't even want to get 6 feet, much less, start booing up right now. It's weird.
It's weird. Will you tell her that? Oh, hot pants.
Would you put yourself on a Bumble profile? Would you try online dating?
You know what? I did once. I did for like one day. I went on sugardaddy.com.
Sugardaddy.com.
Yeah,
That's
none
my
of them
homegirl.
are Sugar's so fake. They're all like, they don't really, they're not real sugar daddies.
Oh,
They not
Did I just mess up? Sugardaddy.com are going to sue me for what? What can they?
No.
Slander or something.
no.
It's a great site.
Just like-
It's a wonderful site.
Well, I'm going to
But I didn't-
sugardaddy.com. Is it
I'm
sugar
going to
or sugar?
I'm sending a screenshot from this today to Bumble. This looks like a Bumble ad right now with all this
I'm
yellow.
telling you.
Well, I'm going to try it.
Oh, God.
You get the 2 and Macy. You get Macy's the bonus. I'm thinking about doing Bumble, but I'm gonna try Sugar Daddy.
But we're going to do it together.
No, Bumble's, that's like, you can't do Bumble. That's like that's like the guys in my band use Bumble. That's like you go to a city, you go on Bumble and you meet somebody and then y'all go to the hotel.
Oh,
Don't go on Bumble.
okay. No.
Yeah, Bumble's like, that's like low.
I love
low-
Macy. You think you slandering
No.
Sugar Daddy?
Bumble. Let me tell you
Don't go
about
on
this
Bumble. Bumble's just
Well, she's
Bumble
saying
is
that's
so
the hookup. She's saying
Yeah,
Bumble
Bumble is a great hookup site.
Hinge.
She's telling the truth.
Maybe I'll do Hinge. Araya. Have you ever heard of Raya?
On Hinge.
That's for the industry people.
Yeah, I saw Raya.
Okay, I
I
can
don't
already tell.
want to say anything else. I might get in
Yeah.
trouble.
No, you ain't going to get in trouble.
No,
They
I can
gonna
tell
come
by your
for
face.
No.
I can tell by your face.
But Raya, I heard you got to be invited. But nonetheless.
It's for producers who want girls who are 20. And directors. Producers and directors who want girls who are 20.
That's the truth.
That sounds like HarveyWeinstein.com.
See, Macy funny. That's the Ohio people, Sherri.
I'm telling y'all Ohio people is y'all don't be holding back. This was
Because we grew up in Ohio.
somewhere somebody has got to be waiting for me. I'm telling you.
I'm sure of it.
What do you
You're
think of,
going
okay,
to.
so you talk about the people in your band. What do you think about musicians? Like what are your feelings about when they go out playing in a band? Like, are they guys that go on the road and then
Don't fall for it. She's
No.
trying to get a hookup.
No, musicians are great people. They have huge hearts and a lot to talk about. Always good for conversation. I mean, I don't want to generalize. I mean, I think when you meet the right person, you'll know it.
yeah, okay, that's that Ohio bullshit
Yeah.
y'all be talking.
You
You know,
damn
when you
right.
meet the right guy, he'll be the right person. You ain't said nothing to me, but okay. All right.
But
That's what
we'll talk to her offline. See if she got
We love
we'll see
you,
if she got a
Macy.
hookup for you offline.
Okay.
So maybe somebody in her band that wants, a little cute short girl. Okay, we'll talk to her later.
But see, I have 14 uncles and about 1,000 cousins. Some of them are super fine.
Well, I have to put it out there then. I am single,
Yeah.
as is Kym Whitley. But
Okay,
Macy,
well, I got a
I'm not
whole
looking-
family for you guys.
Okay, but
And
I'm
then
not
we
looking
would
for
be
Macy.
related.
Then we'll be related. I'm gonna be a background singer after that.
All right. I don't mind being your cousin-in-law, Macy, but I need a family member
Exactly.
who loves what he does and who's making his own money.
Oh, yeah, that cancels out half of my...
All right, that's all your 14 uncles and your 1,000 cousins. Not
There's about 2 left.
you tried.
No, I'm just
You
kidding.
tried.
Okay.
There's about 2 left.
When you go back to
Yeah.
Ohio, we'll go with you.
Yeah, I'll be looking.
Please.
All right,
Okay,
girl.
we gotta do it. All right,
love
I
you.
love y'all. I'll see you next time.
Right, I gotta send you Chris, can you send the publicist my phone number, our information?
Okay, did you guys? I was just saying, like, no, the show's not over. Is this it? Was this off? Was that
yeah, we
offline?
said goodbye a long time ago.
Oh, that was a
just
funny. That was all too
it was
funny. Mom,
fun.
are you kidding? That didn't. No. That was.
No, that was
you
fun.
All
guys.
right, all right.
You do whatever you want to
Y'all
do.
gotta do the walk off. How are we gonna walk off?
I think you should. Here,
Somebody
we'll
gotta say
cut some of this out, and then the three of you, Macy. Yeah, you start it. Be like, you know what? I'm done, and then you guys follow
this
her
is
lead.
what would be funny for the walkout, Macy. If I'm bugging you about meeting your family, and if you walk out, and then
No,
Kym
no.
gets up.
Macy's not getting up. Remember, she's
She
not
wants
dressed
to do
to
the
get up.
walkout.
Oh,
Well, I got my homegirl. No, we're
she
gonna
can
walk.
slip
you
out
have
under the
clothes
camera.
on.
Yo,
Well, she can
you
turn the
guys should
camera
walk
off.
off.
All right.
You guys should walk off.
Okay.
Like I'll keep talking and y'all just walk off.
Okay, all right.
So Macy,
Macy, ask them to follow you on Instagram or something, and then you two.
Okay.
Sherri, sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
We love you.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
So Macy, I thought that I did a pretty good karaoke rendition of "I Try." I really would love to be with you on tour. I'll give up my career for like 6 months just to go on tour.
Don't even.
I'm gonna give you
don't
my
listen to me.
Instagram. No, I'm gonna give you my Instagram.
Okay, that's it. I gotta go.
Oh, man. Oh.
Where did she?
Wait,
See, that's what I told
thought-
you. You run your mouth too damn much. And we barely got Macy Gray on the show, and then you gonna sit there and run your damn mouth.
I just was gonna give my Instagram name. Damn.
did you see the precedent you two just set? You walk off the show, and then this is what happens.
Yeah, that's true. That's our fault. But
Good
Macy's
grief.
a huge star. Do you know the press that this is ridiculous?
I set this up for 2 weeks, and this is what you do.
I just was gonna give him my Instagram name. Good grief.
That's
I
why-
don't understand why.
That's why we get all these comments about you running your. That's why you was on People Magazine running your mouth too damn much. They say Sherri Shepherd can't stop talking.
Macy Gray just she.
Let's just thank her, everybody. She's not here, but she was here. We want to thank Macy Gray for coming on Two Funny Mamas.
Say goodbye
bullshit.
and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. No one try to hide it. It's clear. My world crumbles when you are not.